It's a question KCTV5 first asked 3 weeks ago.
And new at 10, the federal government has issued new guidelines for employers. KCTV5's Betsy Webster has been reading through this new information. And Betsy, you are live to break this all down for us.
Well, Ellen, we're here at Truman Med Center because this is where we were on Monday when we showed you the very first person in the metro to get that vaccine. Well, as you know, it's not available to the general public yet, but it seems like already there have been so many questions, so many people asking questions about whether it can be required, that this week the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission weighed in with guidelines. Medical workers first in line celebrated the vaccine's arrival as a sign of hope and jumped at the chance to offer their arms. But there's still resistance to vaccines among some. Workplaces are leery and asking for guidance because there are protections related to medical information, disability, and religious freedom.
It's a brand new world, I think, for employment lawyers.
We interviewed a law professor on the topic last month, and her take was spot on.
If we're talking about just kind of a run-of-the-mill office setting or something like that, then the employer's justification would be that this is necessary for the safety and protection of the workplace.
The EEOC's document says COVID-19 absolutely counts as a, quote, direct threat. But two long-standing exceptions still apply. Employers must make reasonable accommodations under the Americans with Disabilities Act to someone with a pertinent medical condition. The same goes under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act for a, quote, sincerely held religious belief. If you cannot get the vaccine for specifically one of those reasons, the EEOC said this today, quote, if there is no reasonable accommodation possible, then it would be lawful for the employer to exclude the employee from the workplace. They added, quote, this does not mean the employer may automatically terminate the worker. Employers will need to determine if any other rights apply under the EEO laws or other federal, state, and local authorities. So what is a reasonable accommodation? Well, in this case, it could be something like working remotely, if your job is the kind of job that can be done from home. Truman, by the way, is not at this point going to be requiring the vaccine of their staff. Betsy Webster, KCTV5 News.
Yeah.